What's up YouTube? Capital G here, checking out the brand new Traptrix Link Monster that just got revealed out of the Link Frames Pack 2. I told you guys I was done making videos for the night, but then I went downstairs, got something to eat, and after maybe about 10-20 minutes, I was like, man, I think I feel pretty good. I think I can actually crank out another couple of videos or so. So I'll go ahead and I'll break down the 6 new cards. I'll do them individually, that way you guys can pick and choose what videos you want to watch, because I know some of you guys aren't going to care about some of the archetypes, but let's go ahead and start with one of the cards that really impressed me the most. This is Traptrix Sera. This is a Link 1. It's an Earth attribute plant monster. 800 attack, and the Link arrow points down towards you. Now, the material is one of the things I love about this card. It's just one Traptrix monster other than a Link monster. So you can't go one into another copy of itself, but basically you can use any of your Traptrix monsters to go into this. This also means you can use Traptrix Rafflesia if she's used up all her exceed materials. That's kind of nice, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Now, the second and third effects are both hard ones per turns. Effect number 1, this Link Summon card is unaffected by trap cards. As soon as I saw that, I kind of thought about Torrential Tribute. I'll explain why in a second, but I think that that's pretty good. Does this mean that, yeah, I guess she'd be immune to something like Impermanence, which is a meta card? Also, maybe like evenly match another card that could, be problematic for a deck like Traptrix. She's immune to those type of cards. Effect number 2, if a normal trap card is activated, you can special summon one Traptrix monster that does not share a name with any monster you control from your deck. And effect number 3, if your Traptrix monster effect is activated, except this card, you can set one whole normal trap card from your deck to your field. Okay, so there's a reason that I started with this card. Some people are probably going to disagree with me, but that's fine. I honestly think that this is one of the best cards in the entire set, and really what's so amazing about this card is, honestly, it's kind of like a microcosm of how control decks want to win. Like, if you don't know, control decks like Altergeist and Sky Strikers, usually you're not going to get OTK'd by those decks. These are decks that want to take small +1s and basically get them over and over and over again until the advantage is too overwhelming for the opponent. Then you you constrict what your opponent can do. Usually at that point, when you're like +3, +4 on them, one defensive card is all you need to hold off their turn, and they can never really do what they want to do. When you look at this card, number 1, the ease of use of this card, the entire archetype can go into it. And when you think about the monsters that you normal summon in Traptrix, Traptrix Myrmilio, Traptrix Mantis, Traptrix Dianera, all of them are +1s on summon. So even when you summon this card, you're still going +1 during that turn just off the Surge or Dianera summoning from the graveyard. When you look at the second effect, anytime a normal trap is activated, by the way, I didn't even realize this until about the 5th time I read this card, this means your opponent's cards can activate this effect as well. If you summon Myrmilio and you already have this face up on the field, your opponent says, I'm gonna go ahead and Impermanence that. Cool, guess what? I'm gonna get another Traptrix from my deck. Have fun with that. That is actually pretty awesome. Now, most of the time, when it comes to that second effect, I believe that you will have to manually activate it yourself, whether that be with an Impermanence or Torrential Tribute, which, as I said, is actually pretty crazy with this card, because not only will you be able to summon from the deck, but then she'll actually survive it as well. You can use something like Traptrix, so it's not just like the trap hole cards. And then when you do summon from your deck, you can get a Myrmilio that can MST your opponent's back row card, or you can summon a Mantis from your deck and you can bounce one of your back row and then put it back on the field. Now, the reason you'll want to do that, it seems kind of pointless, but the reason you're doing that is because you just want to activate another Traptrix effect on the field, because then you can actually get a bottomless trap hole from your deck. You can activate the third effect and then you can set that card on the field. So when I look at Traptrix Sera, I see an absolutely fantastic card, and I think what I like most about this card is the fact that Traptrix don't have to do anything out of their normal ordinary turns to basically incorporate this card into their strategy. I mean, summoning Myrmilio or then just going straight into this card and setting 4 or 5 back row, that's what you're going to do anyways. You don't have to, jump through any hoops or anything like that. And activating traps, activating more Traptrix effects to search and stuff, these are things that the deck just naturally does, but now you're going to be able to get a billion pluses off of those, activations. The only real downside of this card is I think that this is a card that definitely is going to need some type of protection. So yeah, you might have to go back to running battle traps. I'm not sure if Traptrix are actually running that, but in general, this card is fantastic. I actually think that it's probably a 2 of. I don't know if I could see somebody going into 3 copies of this in a duel, so probably end up being a 2 of, but overall it's a fantastic card, and I think Konami did a really good job with it. So whatever you guys think, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, turn on that notification bell for daily videos, and check out the other Link Frames videos I'll be posting shortly.